And we're keeping you updated on the impact of a storm system causing a severe thunderstorm watch with some storms south of Indianapolis.
And the storms that are moving through could potentially impact some of you who are heading out to the Pacers game tonight. It is the 5th playoff game. It's underway at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That tip is earlier. It's at 6. And so we're really watching the timing of this. Angela tells us the threat mostly to the south side of Indianapolis right now.
And that's why you'll want to make sure that you're staying up to date on this forecast this evening.
She's got a look at where the storms are hitting now, and also she forecasts how long they're about to stick around. Hey, Angela.
Hey there. They're going to stick around for the next couple of hours, Felicia and Anne Marie. The severe thunderstorm watch as we continue this weather impact alert day goes until 9 o'clock. We suspect the majority of the storms will be out of here between 7 and 8 p.m. Damaging wind, large hail, heavy rain are the impacts this evening. Severe thunderstorm watch for our southern viewing area. This goes technically until 9 o'clock. Everyone highlighted in yellow, so think south of I-70. I do have one severe thunderstorm warning still in effect for parts of Lawrence County into northwestern Jackson County. This goes until 5:30. Also starting to see some flash flood warnings just to the west. We're going to start to see this transition more from a severe wind and hail event to a flooding event as we start to see the same areas get heavy rain. I do want to give you a closer view of Marion County. Lots of people in downtown ahead of the Pacers game. We've been keeping them updated. We've had a little bit of lightning, but a weakening cell over Greenwood, a stronger cell in between Greenfield and Shelbyville. This type of activity will continue over the next several hours, and an active weather pattern for the rest of the week too.
All right, Angela, thanks so much. And don't forget, you can always stay up to date on this weather alert impact day by heading to WTHR+.
You can use it to follow Doppler 13 radar, stream in-depth forecasts, and watch our extended weather coverage. Just download on your TV and stream. It is free. And developing tonight, the family of a 7-year-old boy with special needs plans to sue the Jennings County School Corporation after the boy was allegedly raped multiple times on a school bus.
Meantime, the person who's accused is a teenager, 15-year-old boy, and he went to court this afternoon. Our Rich Nye's been following this story since Friday and shares the new details that he's learning tonight.
These are buses leaving the school where the 7-year-old boy attends. He is a second-grade, nonverbal special education student. The attorney for the family says that multiple sexual assaults were captured on video by cameras on a Jennings County School Corporation special needs bus. We don't know the bus number. The family says the assaults happened when the 7-year-old was seated next to a 15-year-old. In a news release announcing plans to sue the school district, the attorney for the family said, "This nightmare tragedy should never have happened. How could both the bus driver and the additional bus monitor aide not notice anything?" Like all parents in the community, the boy's family believed the school would protect their young, vulnerable son. The family entrusted the school to protect their son by monitoring activity on the bus. The school system breached this trust and clearly failed in its responsibility. The 15-year-old is in juvenile custody accused of rape for an incident April 16th. The boy appeared for a hearing Tuesday afternoon at the Jennings County Courthouse. The hearing was a juvenile proceeding closed to the public. We do not identify juveniles, but the defendant is in this van leaving the courthouse. The Jennings County School Corporation released a new statement Tuesday acknowledging the legal filing against the district. The school system says it can't go into further details about the incident because of the active investigation and now pending litigation. The superintendent's statement did say, "I want to emphasize, though, that these reports involving student safety have been heartbreaking and devastating to all of us. Nothing is more important than the safety of our students." In Jennings County, Rich Nye, 13 News.
The school district says it's already made changes to improve safety on its buses, and this includes adding adult supervisors to the special transportation bus to actively monitor student behavior.
And later this week, a mother charged in her baby's death is expected to plead guilty to neglect.
Investigators believe that little Oakley Snow died in February of 2023. Court documents state that's when witnesses told police that they saw someone carrying her out of a drug house on the south side of Indianapolis. Investigators believe that her mother's boyfriend killed her before then leaving her remains in an abandoned house in Morgan County. And that's where they discovered her body. It was in a dresser drawer. That discovery was 2 years ago.
Snow's mother, Madison Marshall, is now agreeing to plead guilty to neglect of a dependent, resulting in death, and neglect of a dependent. As part of the deal, Marshall agreed to testify against Rowan Waters, who was her boyfriend when Snow died. Waters is expected to go to trial next month on several charges, including murder, neglect, and battery. Now, as part of the plea deal, prosecutors are asking the judge to sentence Marshall to at least 25 years in prison. They would also drop several charges against her.
A Madison County judge will sentence a teen in July after the 13-year-old boy pled guilty today to the murder of a 61-year-old man.
And the teen is charged in adult court, but the defense is now asking the judge to impose a sentence as a juvenile. However, the state wants him sentenced as an adult.
So some back and forth there.
Yeah, Anderson police say Joseph Vanote Jr.'s mother turned him in. Investigators say he later confessed to getting a knife from Mark Miles's kitchen and stabbing him multiple times in October.
And today, the teen pled guilty without the benefit of a plea deal. This was to 2 counts of murder and 1 count of armed robbery. Court documents state that Vanote admitted to seeing a lot of cash in Miles' wallet. He made that discovery at a gas station across from Miles' home, and then he followed him home before then stabbing him.
The Madison County prosecutor says this was not the first incident for the teen, telling us he was also accused of a stabbing in Illinois. And a rural Madison County mother says she was just inches away from being struck by a stray bullet in her home. And what's even scarier, she had children in the house when this happened.
That mother just had a conversation with our Alex Amanza, saying that she wants the person who's responsible to realize how much worse this could have been.
Life as a stay-at-home mom has the usual day-to-day routine.
All right, you crazy kid.
For Lillian Fleming, it gives her the ability to watch her son grow up.
2. Yay!
But on Monday evening, that routine was disrupted. Fleming was on the couch babysitting a friend's kid, her son in the other room taking a nap, when all of a sudden,
Boom! Like, my ear rang. I didn't really know what happened. I looked over to the wall where all the things came flying out, and I saw a hole.
She says she grabbed the kids and ran outside to duck behind her car. She heard gunshots.
They were continuing the fire. I don't think they knew that they had struck my home.
She then called 911, and a sheriff came out to file a report. When they investigated, they found the bullet had passed through the living room wall, a dog crate, off of a table, and then hit the wall behind the couch, coming within inches of Fleming's neck.
This is going to happen again, and we are not going to be lucky next time.
The officer told her they ruled it as an accident and couldn't do much about it.
I'm absolutely terrified to be in my own home right now. Like, people shoot on their ranges all the time. I don't want to be terrified every time I hear somebody, doing what is in their right to do.
Fleming lives in a rural area where recreational shooting is common. She understands that it's a way of life, but to whoever may be firing the shots, she wants them to know that those bullets end up somewhere without proper usage.
Be responsible, pay attention, keep your things up to date, check your backdrops where you shoot.
Fleming says she's not letting this go.
There will be consequences to their actions, whether or not they want to own up to it or not.
In Madison County, Alex Almanza, 13 News.